Michael Mike's Bags. Today I'm reviewing the Blockade by FanBags Cornhole. Let's go ahead and dive in, break these bags down. We'll start with materials. As always, slow side. This is the same material that's on the slow side of the Lucky Bag Surefire, but this is the opposite side of the material that Lucky uses. It's the same side of the material you find on the slow side of the Reynolds Typhoon, Buffalo Deadhead. I think the Titan Venom also used this side of the material. Both sides are pretty interchangeable. They play about the same speeds. I like this side of the material better. It's just a little softer. There's a better feel to it. I call it about a 5-speed. Now, speeds, as I talk about a lot, speeds are very subjective depending on board conditions, weather conditions, throw type. There are a lot of things that affect the different speeds. FanBags calls this a 3-speed. I know Titan calls this a 3-speed material. Some other companies, I think, call it a slower speed. This material does change a lot as weather and board conditions change. It really does vary. Normal conditions, to me, I think it plays about a 5. But I can very well see it playing a 3. It can even play faster, a 6 or 7 speed in some faster board conditions. But for me, I call it a 5-speed. It's a great on dry boards. The big weakness, the big knock of this material is humidity. When boards get sticky and damp from humidity, the more moisture that shows up on the boards, the slower this material comes, so it's just unplayable. It won't move. But on dry boards, it plays great. Normal to fast speed boards, wonderful material, very, very controllable. It's a very player-friendly material. That's why you see this material in a lot of different bags. So 5-spin slow side. Fast side, this is the Game Changer Surefire fast side material. It's a 8.5 speed. It's fast. It's great for pushing up through blocks, congestion, blowing up piles, slide the boards in any condition. So we're looking at about a 5, 8.5 speed in this bag. Exact same two material combinations that's on the Reynolds Typhoon. Template-wise, it's a medium template bag, but it's on the smaller side of medium. It has a much fuller feel to it because it's got a medium amount of fill, but because that template size is not quite as big as some other bags, it just feels fuller. So if you like a fuller feeling bag, you're going to love this Blockade here. Now the fill in this is, I feel like it's 100% bead fill. I don't feel any flat fill at all. And honestly, I love 100% bead fill. If you want a hole friendly fill, go 100% bead fill. There's no other fill that's more hole friendly than this, and you'll see bags just drip in. And the reason for that is, I talk about it a lot, but the reason for the bead fill is you want fill that's unstable. Round balls are not stable, and they stack on top of each other when they're setting. They constantly move. Like there's not a flat spot for them to stop and set. A round ball, a round bead will just keep moving until it finds a spot where it can't go anymore. And that's where you get bags that sit up there and just slowly start to drip in because that fill is still moving. Those beads are still settling. And as one moves, it causes another one to move, and it drips in. When you get flat fill, that disc fill, that thicker flat fill, when they have flat spots, once those flat spots come in contact with another flat surface, they stop. They won't move. It takes a force to hit them to get them to move. And that's why a lot of times you'll find that flat fill style bags will hang on the hole, because if all that fill stops moving, they just sit there until another bag is thrown to hit them to cause them to start moving again. Where bead fill, you get more of those bags. And even if a bag is hanging in a bead fill bag, a lot of times a bag hitting the board will cause it to move and drop in on you. So love a bead fill bag. Now, the negative of that is bead fill is way more bouncy, way more active. So this is a bag that, being fuller, having this material does have a kick to it. So if you don't throw a flat bag, it's going to have some movement to it. When you add an all bead fill here, this bag has a lot of movement. If you're not flat, it's going to have a pretty good kick to it. However, it has a ton of control for shot shaping. If you want to cut, roll, or flop, this bag is phenomenal at doing that. And if you're just trying to learn, maybe you're not great at that, you're trying to figure it out, this is an awesome bag to learn on. Because of the movement that bounce you have in this bag, it doesn't take much of a tilt on the bag to get it to cut for you, much of a backload, front load to get it to pop up and roll or flop. So this is a phenomenal bag if you're trying to learn to cut, roll, or flop. You can definitely do that. But love the bead fill, love the whole fillingness of this bag, love the control you get because it is a fuller filling bag. When I grab it, I can lock it down on my butterfly grip, and I have complete control of that bag. There's no movement, there's no flop, there's no slop in there. That bag is completely controlled, so I can really dictate how that bag comes into my hand, the orientation of the bag, which means I have those controls for that shot shaping on those. Now, let's go ahead and jump in. I'm kind of touching on it right now. We'll go ahead and jump in more and dive really deeply into the playability of this bag. And this bag is versatile. Like that's why people love this slow side material, is the versatility of it. You can get up there and you can run bags in the hole. It does a great job of that. You can get up there and you can play a dirty style game. You have the ability to throw blockers with this bag, because you've got the control to put it up there. And because it's fuller, when you come to collect, you're just clipping a corner and taking it in. This bag doesn't really accordion up. However, where this bag shines to me, and if I were to pull this bag out, I'm pulling this bag out when I'm playing against an opponent who throws a dirty style game, because I think this bag is better suited for dealing with congested boards and chaos on boards and just getting around bags and over bags and just sneaking through tight spots. That's where this bag shines. And really, to be fair, this open board throwing that I'm doing, it doesn't do justice for this bag. This bag really shines, stands out more in competition. If I'm playing an opponent who plays a dirty style game, and I know they're coming up there, I know they're throwing blockers, and I know they have a phenomenal roll bag or a cut shot, and I know they're just going to put bags in front of the hole, and they're going to try to make me work to get around them, that's when I pull a bag like this out, because this bag really just, it's like a bowling ball on the boards. When there's bags up there, it just kind of hits and bounces off of them and scoots through. So if you have, multiple bags there, it can sneak through the smallest of spaces up there. Like I said, it's very easy. It doesn't take much to really get that bag to cut or move, to not go straight. So you have all kinds of options for getting around bags, sneaking around bags, rolling over bags. It just gives you those options. So I love this bag when I'm playing. And I know I'm playing a dirty style game against someone who's better at the dirty style game than I am. Right? If I know that they're better at throwing blockers, they're better at the rolls than I am, I don't want to match them shot for shot, knowing that they can outshoot me in that. So I want to pull a bag like this out where I can now leave those blockers. I can continuously put my bags in the hole, leave their blockers up there, and then make them work to collect their bags. And eventually, they're gonna make a mistake and throw a blocker too far over, or try to go after a blocker and collect it and miss it, end up 2 bags off, and I'm gonna start scoring points. And if I keep doing that consistently, they're eventually gonna stop throwing those blockers, or they're going to move those blockers closer or more into their lane, out of my lane, which gives me an open slot and forces them to change their game style. So if you play in a league or event and you face a lot of players who throw blockers and you've been struggling with that, I think a bag like this Blockade would be perfect for you to get, because one, it's going to help you develop that cut, the roll, the flop, whatever you're trying to learn. It's also going to give you the ability to kind of get through and around bags without a lot of work. So definitely check it out. I had a lot of fun throwing this bag. The closest bag I would compare this to, if you want to compare, so it would be the Titan Venom. It has the same materials. It has a very similar fullness and template size to that Venom. The difference is the fill. I think the Venom is flat. I don't know if the Venom is mixed fill or flat. This has the all bead fill, so much more active fill. So if you throw in the Venom and you like it, but you want a bag that's a little more active, a little bit easier to cut and roll, you'll go with these Blockades. I think you're going to love these things. That leads me to availability, and FanBags Cornhole has a website, FanBagsCornhole.com. I'll put a link down in the description for you guys. As always, these bags are, FanBags right now is running a sale on these, I think, for the rest of the year. It's $45 for a set plus shipping. I think it was $10 shipping. It's $55 shipped to you. Phenomenal price for a set of bags. Well worth it. Quality bags at that price. If you're wanting to learn to cut, roll, and flop, get a set of these. These are really going to help you get started. If you play in an area where you're playing against a dirty style player, this is a great bag to add to your arsenal for those situational things. It's a fun bag to throw at the price point. It's well worth getting a set to try them out. I think if you get them, you're going to love them. You're going to have fun throwing them. If you've thrown these Blockades, I'd love to hear your feedback, what you like, what you don't like. Drop a comment down below. As always, I really appreciate your opinions. I thank you so much for your support, and I thank you for watching.